We're at the ETG open house, and ABB are one of the partners. If people don't know ABB, I mean, I'm sure they do, but can you tell us really what you do, what you offer, what your solutions are?
Well, we're a robotic automation company, and this side of the business deals with machine tending. So specifically designed machine tending solutions for any kind of machine tool.
And this whole event is about sort of turnkey solutions. That's what you're offering?
It is, yeah. We're offering a turnkey solution here. We can see an SC3000, which is a standardized robotic machine tending solution. Idea is we can either one or two machine tools, and the key to this is flexibility. So it's flexible machine tending.
Okay, we say one or two machine tools. Any machine tool?
Any machine tool, can be a lathe, can be a grinding machine, can be a 5-axis machine. As long as it's got a part that needs to be loaded into it, we can load it.
Okay, and I said about turnkey solutions. When I'm thinking turnkey, I'm thinking, right, it's for one application, it's got to be a big batch running for 6 months, a year, you know, to get that return on investment. So is that what you're providing here?
Yes and no, just to make it complicated. So a lot of people think that automation is about big batch runs, big automotive companies, things like that. This is not about that. The whole flexibility of this is that we can have lots of different products running through the system. We've got customers that are running 350 plus different components through the system, all of which they program themselves. The key to this is the flexible vision system that's on there. And you'll see the camera system that's behind you on the screen. One screen that controls it all.
So it is about flexibility. So just talk us through, I mean, I suppose really, just talk us through the process really, just to give an idea of how flexible it is.
Yeah, so as you can see there, we've got parts coming on an in-feed conveyor belt. The conveyor belt is flat, there's no tooling on it. As long as you can put the parts on the conveyor belt, we can pick them up, we can feed them. To program and set the system up, that's the key part of it. It's how flexible and easy that is. So you take a picture of the part, which you get here. You then position your gripper fingers or the image of your gripper fingers over the part, and the system works out the rest for you.
Simple.
So
now,
it makes robot programming a lot simpler.
Okay, now you mentioned the grippers. You said 350 different components. Am I going to need loads and loads of different grippers, and are they easy to change?
Depends on your parts, and most people have different part families. So you may find that you may need a few different parts for different families. What you'll see with these gripper fingers that we've got in here, they're adjustable. So we've got different settings on them that can be easily set for different components. And we can put a note on the screen to signify which gripper fingers or which gripper setting you need to have. There are also new things out in the market where we can have compliant gripper fingers to cater for an increased range of products. You'll see in there we've got a matrix vise. We also have something similar for the robot fingers as well.
Okay, so we've got the conveyor, the robot grippers, like sort of matrix grippers. You mentioned the vise, because if you're doing, again, 350 different components, you're going to need 300 different profiles, 350 different vices.
You'd think. If you look at inside that system, you'll see you get like it's called matrix because it's very much like a matrix of fingers. If you remember the old toys that you used to have, where when you were a kid, probably some of us longer than others, but never mind.
Oh, that's not a little pop there.
It wasn't. You used to take it, and you used to get an image of your face. Very much the same principle. So it basically comes around using domed surfaces on each of the pins, so it nicely gets hold of the component in the vise, and you can set that up for each different component.
Okay. So that's holding that, giving that flexibility in the work holding. Yeah. Any machine, once it's finished, back out.
Absolutely, straight out onto the conveyor belt, out feeds the conveyor belt with the finished components. So you imagine you leave on a Friday, load up your conveyor belt, you come back in on Monday morning, and you've got a whole shift worth of work that's already waiting for you.
Matt, ABB Robotics, a flexible solution, make it sound very, very simple. Yes. And when you say turnkey, it's not about 1,000 components, big batch runs.
It's more about turnkey as giving you the tools to automate the feeding of what goes into the machine tool. So we have machine tool, we have that can, in theory, machine a lot of different components. Now we have a piece of automation that can feed all those different components into the machine tool.
Matt, thank you very much. Flexible solution from ABB.